Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Jasmine, the Buffet Witch. You already know that. Let's get into it. Today I want to play with a full face of new or favorites, okay? So just a few favorite items, and then everything else is new to me and my collection. And yeah, without too much more conflapping, let's get into it. I'm going to start with a washed face. This is my sink-free method. I think I've put this on my channel. If I haven't, I know I did it. Whatever. Basically, I use my La Roche-Posay, micellar waters to wash my face. And today we are using the Amlactin Vitamin C moisturizer with lactic acid. It has been saving my entire skin life. I'm having a good time. So we're ready to play. Let's jump into it. I'm pulling out some of my clearance items from Ulta, and we're gonna see if these are gonna work for me. I've had them for a little bit of time. It's time to play. Starting off, the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drops. Now, Ulta has redone their entire line, okay? Packaging, I wanna say they've brought some new products, just rearrange some things, change the look of things. So this is no longer available, okay? This was like $1.90 or something cheap like that. And I thought, give her a try. I have a few other Ulta foundations that I want to play with, but this one kind of caught my eye, and the color looks really good. It maybe looks a little bit, just a touch red. So why did I put it on the back of my hand? Oh well, I already did it. So I'm gonna throw in a drop of blue color corrector just to cut that red down just a bit. That's probably too much, but because this stuff is potent. I don't know why I just put this on the back of my hand like this. Usually I like to put it on something so we can swerve it, but we already did it. And then Bone's just going to have to get out the way. Yeah, she's a little bit dark, but that's okay. We can work with that, okay? Ooh, that made it kind of gray. You know what? Let me swatch it on my skin without. Why do I keep putting it on my hand? What is going on? Wait a minute. Oh, she don't need to be color correct. See, I ain't been here in a minute, okay? Like I was saying in my previous video, I have not been playing in the makeups at all. Just haven't been feeling like it. Been in the mental trenches, exhausted, tired, working, chasing a toddler. Haven't been doing it, so I'm off my game. But that is wonderful that we don't need to, we finally gonna get a palette. That I don't have to color correct her, okay. Now, as a serum foundation, let's see what the coverage is. It says, light buildable coverage, a luminous finish. And then there's some stuff in French, which I can't read. But that actually looks really nice. Now, coverage is not really going to be super important to me at the moment because I don't really mind when my hyperpigmentation shows through. Would I like for it to be gone? Of course, but it's not a deal breaker. So, ooh, let's just get that little swatcheroni off because she got gray. That's the tricky thing about color correcting with blue. You have to make sure you don't put too much in, else it will just gray things out. But yeah, oh my God, that's a great color. And this is deep warm. The problem with Ulta is their colors, it's a little bit like the e.l.f. camo concealers. The colors don't translate across products. So e.l.f. has the original camo concealer, and then they have like the dewy one. I don't remember what it's called, but they have a dewy one. The colors are not the same. And I have a really hard time with the undertones of both brands. So I feel like that's why I've been very slow to trying different items from Ulta. I have liked a few of their products, but I don't naturally think to go to them because even like the concealer is the thing that I love from Ulta. But even that is like not the perfect undertones for me. And I end up having to either mix them with something else or definitely buy more than one. So, but hold up now. We talking about some, what'd you say your name was, girl? Light Buildable coverage, light. Light in its look and light in its application, but honey bun and oats, I don't know about y'all, but that looks the full coverage to me. And I just did a very light layer. Now, again, it could be because my skincare has been doing so well. But yeah, girl, I am very happy with that. Ooh, clearance section. Doing your thing, okay? So let's go ahead and move on. The next product is also from clearance, of course. We're back in business, so I have a hair on my face. And actually, I'm just looking at the foundation. This looks real good, girl. And I do see the serum quality. It looks much like skin, but it's moving with my skin and not against. Lovely. Okay, so at a different time, I went and I picked up some Nudestix products, and this is the cream concealer. I picked up the shade Nudestix because I do like a brighter concealer. So we're gonna just pop that here. I don't know anything about Nudestix. I don't think I've really heard anyone talk about the brand, but I know I don't know anything. So whilst she sits, let's read her description. A lightweight, oil-free, medium coverage concealer, vegan powered to help balance microbiome. Is that what that means? Hydrate, smooth, and brighten skin. Okay. We're gonna let her cook for a little bit. What's on this sponge? Oh, foundation. Okay. So yeah, that foundation is quite a win. I am going to, no, we're not gonna let this sit. I'm gonna go ahead and buff this out with a brush. These are just some brushes I found from the tree after watching Candace Victoria. She's my YouTube twin. And I felt that way about her before I even had a YouTube. Like, we frequently haul the same things. We have a lot of the same interests and mannerisms and just like outlooks on life. Like, she is me if I hadn't had a child. And I mean that in literally the best way. So when she was like, oh, I love these brushes, I found them from the Dollar Tree. She does a lot of Dollar Tree hauls. I was like, let me go on down there. They made a Dollar Tree by us. So off the bat, concealer. Okay, so the foundation says she was light coverage. Concealer says she medium. I think we should swap those because concealer is giving me nothing. Absolutely nothing. And foundation's giving me everything. Okay. Now, in the camera, it looks good. Let's finish blending her out. The camera, it looks good. But just not as much coverage as I would like, especially like right in there. It's not terrible. It feels like, you know, when you want just very light makeup. So I would like to just leave it this way and see what happens, but I can just still see the darkness there. So we are going to bump up the coverage. I think I'm just going to continue to use my Milani. I'm trying to use this up. We're already scraping the edges, so we're almost there, but we need a little bit more coverage. I do like the color of the Nudestix. That was a decent color, but she ain't doing much, and I don't like that. Okay. The concealer is not working, and neither is Milani. Like I said, the closer I get to the end of the bottle or the tube of this, the less I like this concealer. So we are going to keep this for another try because I don't want to give up on the first try, much like the Revolution products that I picked up. So we'll give her another go at a different time. But for right now, I'm gonna give her a C+. Okay, C-. Okay. Let's move on. I'm gonna go ahead and do my powder situation. Just a combination of Warm Saffron from Dermablend, Sephora Micro Smooth, and Mocha. A little bit of the Pretty Fresh powder from ColourPop in Dark 18. I'm going to do my brows, Sludge Box, okay. I'm gonna do my blush contour, very basic, nothing fun, nothing special. And I will come back to you for lips and eyes. Okay, we're back, we're done. Brows are, every time I think I've got them right, like, this one's higher. I don't, I don't know. And I don't feel like messing with my with my hair, so we're just gonna ignore her. I've been out of it for so long. I'm just like, I cannot get my brows the same. But you know what? Is what it is, right? Anyways, okay, moving on. Okay, so we've got everything done. We've got everything set. The concealer still looks a little off, but we'll give her a pass for today. The foundation looks scrumptious. Love her. Okay. Let's move on to the eyeballs. So I have so many different eye products that we could use, but today I'm thinking I really want, I don't know what I did to my wrist. Oh my God. I really want to try one of the Danessa. So let's go ahead and use the Defining Neutrals because, I don't know, I'm gonna do something fun. I did pull out my About Face in La Zona Rosa because I'm wearing coral. I wear the same things, you'll see. Very much like a person that eats the same, like toddler meals, like I eat the same thing, same clothes, you know, whatever. So I did pull this out because I'm thinking of doing like an accent color or maybe like just my lower lash line being this color with some good mascara, but I want to play with these products. So let's jump into it. I think first thing is we should have brushes. Yes, that tends to help. All right, let me just real quick look at her. Yeah. We are going to use Defining Neutrals, and I'm just going to take maybe like a flat concealery type brush, and we are going to stick, I think, Mirage. I think I'm going to go in with this color and put that on the lid. Here we go, super excited. Sorry about the light here. Hold on. Every time I do something, the light is like, we're gonna be problematic. Okay, I like that. Moving on to just some regular shadow. I think we're gonna go into Bark. So I'm gonna go into the powder not the cream. Honestly, the cream for bark looks darker than the powder, but what do I know, right? And we're gonna pop that on the outer portion. Just, you know, a basic eye. Now, since this is the first time that I'm using this particular product, but not this style of product, I'm trying to reserve my feelings for right now. Because as I was applying that first shade, my first thought was, where is the creaminess? Where is the color? Where is the boom pow? I have to remind myself, this is not the color case. Chill, you know? The color cases are very creamy. They're very concealer type, you know? So they have a lot of emollients until you set them down and they dry. And then they're pretty much budge proof, you know? This felt like it went on, but it had not exactly like resistance or like a dryness, but it is, of course, a bit, like, I don't even want to call it putty. I honestly don't even want to call it a cream. So we're just going to keep playing with her and see what happens, all right? So I just wanted to do like a very basic eye, nothing too crazy. I didn't even go super dark. You know, I usually like to. I'm tempted. But I just want to keep this, you know, kind of fresh, all right? For the lid, where I put that first cream shade, I think I'm going to go into the Blooming Romance. And I think I'm going to pop on, okay, the color Dreamy, that is a beautiful shade. I think I'm going to pop on Smitten, the powder. I'm going to pop that on top of the cream that we applied. Yeah, that's nice. Hope I'm not getting the carpal tunnels. Wrist is janky. Jeez. Yeah, this will actually go really nice with that about face on my lower lash line, which is what I was thinking of doing. So before this, I did a little bit of a little haul, and I was talking about how these, if you're like a functional makeup wearer, meaning that you don't really buy makeup because it's like fun or you know, a different mode of transportation, like, you know, like a cream or it was an odd way to explain it, but like, you know, you don't really mess with a ton of different textures. I could see this being like in the middle of the road for a person like that. You could be okay using these creams because you're not doing too crazy of a thing, but as someone who really does like a lot of cream products and whatnot and different mediums, this feels really like, I almost want to say lackluster, but I think what I need to remember is that I'm attempting softer makeup at some points, and this is like perfect for those soft makeup looks that still have a lot of impact. Did any of that need to be said? I don't know, but I said it, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put this away because that is nice. I like that. I'm gonna use that About Face shade that I pulled out. We're gonna smudge this on the lower lash line. I almost want to attempt getting it on my waterline, but we're not gonna do that, okay? So again, this is the color La Zona Rosa. I'm gonna use a pencil brush, and I'm just going to smoke that onto the lower lash line. Just for a cute little pop of colors. All right, I like it. Now, we could just stop there, but have we met before? So I think I'm also going to use one of these e.l.f. Fine as Fleck Glitter Eyeshadows. I'm going to use this shade Pop Off Pink. I'm just going to use my finger. And she's giving me nothing. And I'm just going to like tap that here. Yeah, these really remind me of that moon dust thing or whatever it's called, Space Cowboy somebody that I had from Urban Decay. So why I picked these up, y'all, I don't know. Because I did not enjoy these. But these actually like do something on the eye. Those, that Urban Decay thing, I couldn't get it to do anything for me. So I like that. That's real cute, real subtle, real gentle like. That's what we're going for today, okay? Part of me wants to also put on some eyeliner, but we doing too much, okay? So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to waterline. I'm going to go and put a black liner in my waterline, which I feel like will kind of make things look a little crazy because we got that under eye color, but it's not on my waterline, which should I? Let's put on mascara first and then we'll do that. I'm going to use the Lash and Roll from e.l.f. I was going to go off camera and do this, but let's just do it here. Heard good things about this, so I decided let's try her, okay? Okay, at the very least, that's a good mascara. Look at her. Now, as far as thickness, I'm not gonna say she a thick, but separation, length, and definition, she got it for you, okay? Okay, I really like that mascara. That was actually a nice one. It didn't give me a ton of like thickness, but definitely lengthened, defined, and nice and black. So I enjoy that. Let's move on to the lips. Now this is where things are gonna get out of hand, okay? I have a bunch of lips that I have not talked about, swatched, done anything with. So I think after this, I might end up doing a separate lip swatch video because look, there's a lot to talk about. But we are going to pull out, first of all, a tissue, okay? We are going to pull out Made by Mitchell, okay? I have a few Made by Mitchell things that I haven't really played with, so let's do that. With this, we are going to need a few different types of brushes. So let me get some out here. The Made by Mitchell Cupid cases, when they came out, I knew I had to have them. And I bought them maybe a day, maybe, not even a day, after I saw them because I was like, it's gonna go out of stock. And they did. Very shortly after I received my package, these were already out of stock. Currently, they fluctuate. They'll be in stock, they'll be out of stock. They'll be in stock, they'll be out of stock. But I picked them up because I needed them for my life. So this one is called Rose Garden. And then this one is called Muted Nudes. So we're gonna play with Muted Nudes for right now. Now, if you're new to the channel, you may not know this, but I'm obsessed with dark colors like this. So this was right up my alley for me. I was super excited to purchase this. What I'm going to do is we're gonna do a little bit of mixology, okay? A little bit of mixology. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm so discombobulated, jeez. All right, so Made by Mitchell, flipping, skipping, okay, double-ended. We are going to use, of course, this dark color as our liner, and that is the color Jump the Gun. So I'm gonna start by using that as my liner. These do come with a double-ended brush, and I'm going to use the stubbier short side to line my lips. Smooth, opaque, moisturizing. Everything I love in a lipstick. And the brush is actually functional. I'm gonna take a little bit more and just fill in our corners. Okay. I like. And then I'm gonna just give you a nude lip, okay? I just decided right now I'm gonna do just one lip, let you go. We'll do lip content separately, okay? Because this could be a lot, and this is a long video. So I'm loving super light, nude, milkier lips these days. Never used to be my forte. But the more I learn about myself, the more I realize I loves me a nice nude, a Barbie pink, a butterscotch, a malted milkshake type of color. So today I want to keep it real light. I've already used this shade because I played with this once or twice, just not on my channel. I think I'm gonna go into this color here, and that one is called, what she say? Warning You, right? Yeah, I'm gonna use her. Real bright. I'm gonna load my brush up. I don't like to double dip, which is also why I pulled out a spatula and a palette just in case. I thought I was going to do more combos for you, but I'm just gonna really load it up so I don't have to double dip. I'm gonna sneeze now. It's jarring at first. I know. Hold on. It's okay. Don't be scared. Let it ride. Mixer. Because gloss will fix this, okay? Got the Ghost of Christmas Past lips right now. That's okay. Shush her up. Dress her down. Move her up. Move her out. Okay? Starlight. Revolution. Now I feel like this pulled it more gray, but I like it. I like it. Making the teeth look yellow. We're not worrying about that, okay? We're not gonna let a little bit of yellow teeth stop us from having a good time. We're just gonna go brush our teeth with some peroxide and some Arm & Hammer and call it a day, okay? I like it. I like it. One thing I will say is I do look a little bit dry because, like I said, I'm fighting the fact that I most likely have dry skin. So I'm going to go ahead and just spritz my face down with some soothing aloe mist from e.l.f. Bring some life back into it. I have to hide my fan and everything from my son, so I don't know where my fan is, girl. Oh, we're struggling, bussin'. Okay, we're finished, and I love it. So, this was a Mod Podge of things that I've bought, it doesn't even matter how long ago, but I do really like them. I'm going to talk about these products in a later video after I use them all again, because I don't feel like I really attempt to do like, deep dives or like reviews in a substantial way for myself. I feel like the only product I really did that with was the Neon Brights from Beauty Creations. I had attempted with the more, I believe, the Hive whatchamajiggets, but they just didn't work for me, so I gave up. I stopped, okay? But we're going to keep playing with these items. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if it was kind of some, you know, exactly, just... Okay, look, rusty. I'm rusty trying to get back into it, but it's been me, Jasmine. The Buffet Witch, you already know that because we're talking Made by Mitchell. We're talking lips. We're bringing out shades that are similar to Sheba. We're playing. We're having a good time. We're doing the things. And we're burping the whole entire way. Take good care of yourself. Drink some waters. Exfoliate. Take your vitamins. Figure out exactly what your skin type is and go from there. I will see you in the next video, which will be very soon. But until then, have a good day.